Hello friends, welcome to my channel Technical Classes. Today we will discuss the next processor, that is the 8251. 8251 is a USART, that is the Universal Synchronous Asynchronous Receiver Transmitter. Okay, and this processor is again manufactured by the Intel Corporation. So now we will discuss the 8251 USART. Okay. So this processor is act as a mediator between the microprocessor and the peripherals. Okay, and it is used for transmitting the data, that is the serial data, into parallel form and parallel data into serial form. Okay, so in the first it will take the serial data as a input from the peripheral devices, convert that serial data into parallel form, and then transfer that data. Okay, after converting it, transmit that data to the processor. Okay, means it will receive data from the peripheral devices, convert that data into parallel form, and after conversion it will transmit that data into the processor. Okay, similarly it will again receive the parallel data from the microprocessor, convert that parallel data into serial form. Okay, and after converting that parallel data into serial form, it transmit it to the peripheral devices or outside the devices. Okay, this is the main function of our processor, that is 8251. Means it is used to transmit the data in a simple word. Okay, it will convert serial data to parallel form and parallel data into serial form. Okay, so before starting the internal organization of 8251, we will first take one revision on the methods of data communication. Okay, so these methods of data communication is used for transmission of data between the any 2 points. Okay, and that transmission of data may be unidirectional or bidirectional. So the basically there are three modes of data transmission. First is the simplex mode, second is the duplex, and third is the half duplex. Okay, so in case of simplex mode, the data is transmitted only in a one direction. Okay, over a single communication channel. Means the data is transmitted only in a one direction over a single communication channel used. Okay, for example, our PC, that is the computer, it transmits the data from one display device. Okay, it transmit data into the display device. This is the simplex mode of transmission. Okay, means that data that is sent by computer is only display on your display unit, right? This is the simplex mode of data communication. Then the second type is the duplex mode of data transmission. So in case of duplex mode, the data may be transferred between the two transceiver in the both directions simultaneously. Okay, means data transmitted from one direction to other, at the same time data again transmitted from receiver side to transmitter side. This is the duplex mode. Then the third type is the half duplex mode. Okay, in this case the data transmission may take place in either direction. Okay, but at the same time only data is transmitted only in a one direction. Okay, means in case of duplex and half duplex, data is transmitted from both sides, but the difference is that only that in case of duplex mode, the data is transmitted both direction at the same time, and in case of simplex half duplex mode, the data is transmitted only one side at the same time. Okay, so this is the three types of methods of data communication. Okay, first is the simplex, duplex and half duplex. So this is about the just introduction of data communication. Okay, now we are discussing the processor, that is the 8251. 8251 is the USART. Okay, that we already discussed. So this is the internal organization of 8251. You can see in the figure the same way all the blocks which are present in all the processor, that is the data bus buffer, read write control logic. Okay, these two blocks are present in all the processor, right? Again, the internal bus, that is also used in all processor. So now we will discuss the internal organization of 8251. So the first block, that is the data bus buffer. Okay, so the data bus buffer block helps in interfacing the internal data bus of 8251 to the system data bus. Okay, and the data transmission is possible between the 8251 and the processor of your system. Okay, and that data transmission is done by using the data bus. So the data bus of 8251 is the only 8-bit data bus. Okay, and this is the 8-bit data bus that is used to read or write the status command or data from or to the 8251. Okay, now the next block, that is the read write control logic. Okay, so the read write control logic, this is the control block. We can say this is the control block which is used for control the overall device. Okay, it control the overall working by selecting the operation to be done. Okay, and that operation selection depend upon the input signal. Okay, so the input signal which are connected to the control block are given in the table. You can see in the figure, that is the signals are chip select signal, C/D bar, that is the control word or data read signal and write signal. Okay, from this table you can understand that the when CS chip select signal is high, means it is the invalid, no operation is performed by your 8251. When write signal is high, means it is 1, means the data is transmitted from 8251 to the processor. Okay, and when read signal is high, means the data is transmitted from processor to the 8251. Okay, and when C/D bar and the write signal is high, means the status word, status of your data, okay, or word will be transmitted from 8251 to the processor. And when C/D bar and read signal is high, at that time the control word is transmitted from processor to the 8251. Okay, so in this way I explained the two blocks, that is the data bus buffer and the read write control logic, in which way they are used in your processor, that is the 8251. In the next video I will explain the remaining blocks, that is the modem control, transmit buffer, transmit control, receive buffer and receive control. Okay, thank you.